Muy buenas noches. Les habla el Nasi Boricua. Today we are doing episode 12 of In the Clouds podcast. I am your co-host, Serge.
And I am your co-host, Josh. So today we're going to get right to it. It is a pleasure to be able to say that I have a group of friends and supporters I can bring into ventures that me and my team are seeking out. And it's good to surround yourself around like-minded people, and it's a privilege to say I could do the same. So I would like to introduce my boy. We go back over 10 years. My boy Dutch is in the building. How you feeling, man?
Appreciate for having me, man. Feel good to be here.
So I know you got a lot of things going on, and as soon as I've been watching your growth over the years. I feel like before or like after we were hooping or whatever, you like fell off the face of the map, and then you reappear and you got all this shit going on. So just talk about some things you got going on.
Well, dropping off the face of the earth, I like that. But come back, I've been traveling lately, getting to know myself and just experience life and what it has to offer. For sure.
That's awesome.
Like you said, the face of the earth, I've been to Japan, Amsterdam, Singapore. Actually just coming back from Bali for my birthday trip. Finally, 25, hit a quarter.
Yeah, man.
So. That's
awesome.
So, yeah, I'm out here just living life and just bringing people and just like talking to people, man. That's what I like to do.
Yeah. So, what came first for you? You motivationally speak. You're in health work. You're doing events. I see you party promoting. You're doing some branding. You got your own side ventures going on. So it's like an organized mess you got going on. It's so organized and it's calculated. So what came first? What motivated you to step into these lanes?
Actually, once you saying it, I've been like, let me see, which one came first? The community health work. I've been a community health worker since I was 13 years old. Working with Sean and D and Roswell Park and everything like that. So I've been doing that a long time. And it brought me like closer to other people and able to talk and, just be myself,
Yeah.
So I say community health work first, then the party promotion. I just started into that.
Yeah.
And I'm just now doing my brand. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
That's dope.
So you're starting to travel and get to know yourself. You just turned 25, like you said. If you were able to go back in time, what do you see yourself doing before all these ventures started?
Community health work, actually. If I never dropped off the face, then I still be doing community health work.
What made this drop off the face of the earth incident happen, I've been there myself, so in my case it took something drastic for me to just kind of like restart.
Right.
So
growing up, everybody got their own story, and it's just where I come from in like the black community, everybody we struggling and everything like that, and I just wanted to be better than where I came from. So I did that inner work, did travel to see what the world got for me, got for us, and come back and tell my story, basically.
So, like you said, you've been in service since you were 13. Is that when it started, or did you always know you wanted to just work with people, period, and just branch out? Network, create relationships, because that's a skill, bro.
Yeah. I just fell into it. People just get thrown to the wolves. I'm originally not even from Buffalo.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
I'm originally from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Came up here when I was 13. My mom wanted a better life. We was gang affiliated, actually. So like my family was gang affiliated. Everybody was getting killed and doing all that extra stuff. So my mom moved us up here with my aunt that started the National Witness Project. that actually works for Roswell and stuff like that. So I've been out here just helping my mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Was there a moment that, you know, lit this fire for you to start traveling, submerging yourself in different cultures, you know? What triggered that? Because going from community service to working around the surroundings you know and you're comfortable with to traveling to the other side of the world, that's a culture shock.
Yeah.
You know, so what motivated that?
Actually, like anime.
Really?
Yes, I'm a big anime fan. What you call it, a weeb?
Oh.
I'm a proud weeb. I don't care. So I've been watching anime since I was like, I say, give or take, since I was like 5. You remember like Toonami used to come on the shows that after Adult Swims on Saturday night.
And it's like after they canceled Toonami, either you stuck with anime or you branched off and did whatever. I was the person that branched off, bro. I'm not into that shit.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I definitely stick with it. I definitely, pirate sites, anything that I could get my hand on, because I was like, you're not gonna stop something that I like, and that's like something that hold dear to my heart. It's like it brought me out of dark places. Like, hey, I'm going through something. Let me go chill and watch anime, kick my feet up.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the one thing I do recognize about anime. There's always like a moral code to almost every series. Like there's a deeper aspect. It's not really just a show. There's there's good writing and everything, and that's what I hear a lot of people say. But so with the brand you have developing right now, talk a little bit about that. What's the name? Who's it for? What's the motive behind it?
It's called Grandiose. Basically, to me, it means doing what needs to be done and living your best life. Because grandiose, it sounds grand, It's grand and luxurious, things like that. But to me, it's more, if you got that ambition, you got the drive to do it, the charisma and everything like that. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle, because you're going after things that you want. And yeah, I can say, actually, it's funny because the person that helped me come up with Grandiose was a close friend of mine. She suffers from mental health, and they actually diagnosed her grandiose because she always had this this very big self-worth about herself, like, God gave me this grand power to be here, and I'm gonna use it to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
So that was diagnosed, but do you agree with that mindset?
I say if it's a healthy way.
Yeah.
Because you can have thinking that you're better than others just because you're, and just bringing people down.
It's called delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, grandeur. Yeah. But I think in a healthy way, it can help people get to the place they want. Especially with me, I suffer from like low self-esteem when I was growing up and stuff like that. So
it's like you were brought into the health field, and it's like you see people at certain health levels, and sometimes that shit can affect you. If somebody's really sick, bro, and you're so young, and you're witnessing that growing up, and then from what you come from too, out of state. So.
And I think that was a part of me, like, dropping off the face, because like dealing with all that,
just resetting
so much, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Sometimes that's what you need, and staying on that subject, because it's a big transition, like I said, going from community to using those skills to promote, and do what you're doing now. Who are some of the people, or what experiences, shape the way you approach now the work you're doing, the promoting, the branding, which, it's all networking. You got to be a personable person, which you also got to be to do community work, but it's two different types. On one, you're being kind of like a like a leader, counselor, guide,
Mm.
and on the other one, you're trying to interact with different people to
Right.
promote your brand.
Mhm.
You know, so what were the people that inspired that?
Um, Rod Brown. It's called. He has a promotion company called The Movie, and he lives his life like a movie. So it's like I wanted to do that and branch out and be the person who I am today, and just be able to express myself the way I can. I probably don't have all the words and the knowledge, but I'm still learning. We're all still learning.
Yep.
We all go through the same struggles, different struggles, but the same life basically.
Mm-hmm.
And just to bring the community together and have a good time safely,
Correct.
and be able to uplift each other is what I strive for.
Yeah.
You know.
So, like you just said, and Sergio said, you're seeing two different sides. How do you balance working in the health field with party promotion? Because shit happens all the time in Buffalo. You can't go nowhere, bro. Can't do shit unless it's the correct promotion.
Yeah.
That's what you see,
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit. Talk about that healthy balance between the two.
Usually self-care is the best care. So, sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I meditate, get back to myself, do what I like to do,
Mm-hmm.
which is kick back and watch anime. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I like to do. But with Grandiose, I wanted to be more upscale. Not everything has to be ghetto. Everything has to be hood. Everything has to be tough and macho. So I want to get us places where we haven't touched yet.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to feel good going out, taking pictures. You can drink responsibly because you get popped and they
That's
falling
when
over.
most of the shit goes down, bro.
Exactly.
People have no self-control.
And just leave the drama for your mama, because I don't nobody want to deal or go out and have the fear of I won't come back home.
Mm-hmm.
So where I want to branch out is where we can do more safe events, more upscale. Like what I want to do is I want to do a ball.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do a ball. And that's probably like one of the first one I ever do, like the grand ball, something like that. But it's a lot.
I see the vision.
Yeah.
I see it. It's all in the way you conduct yourself. I like the fact that you're like that's the intent behind it. Learn how to carry yourself first and have that healthy mindset, and then celebrate.
Yes, sir. Do the hard work first.
Exactly.
Yeah. That involves sometimes being in a place where you might have felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're branching out of the norm you grew up. I grew up in the hood too. I grew up in the island. So I know I can relate to what you're saying when you're trying to do something different, but none of the people around you, it's not a conversation you can have with them because they can't relate. They can't see it. It seems like you were seeing it before it was happening, and you just went and jumped off and put yourself in that situation. Being in both worlds, what are some of the myths or misconceptions people have about the type of community work and the branding work that you're doing?
A lot of people be thinking I'm behind the desk all the time. I'm actually like out in the community, talking to people, getting to know their story, where they come from, how I can help them. If you don't tell me, I don't know where to help you. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yep.
And that's where I want to make sure that everybody's safe and has what they need. Like with Roswell Park and working with the Witness Project, we do. Firstly, it was a research facility for breast cancer, so we do those. But we branched out and we do colonoscopies, get people connected to doctors, insurance, everything like that. So making sure that everybody they need to thrive and, do what they have to do and just be happy and be comfortable. Because why struggle when we all, the government don't make that no easier.
Yeah.
So why make it harder on
yourself.
ourselves? Exactly.
Yeah, man. I mean, at least make one thing easier at a time.
Exactly.
So throughout this, like half your life at this point, what's a moment that sticks out to you where you saw your work really fulfill you? Like what's a moment with somebody where you really felt like your work impacted their life and gave you that sense of fulfillment?
I see it every day. I see my friends every
Facts, I
day
can
doing what they got to do. You
Yep.
know, if
That
they
shit gives you joy, don't it?
it does. I love to see my
I
boys.
mean, we be
win.
doing that shit all the time. Like I'll see your story or whatever. I'll see your watch. And I was like, yo, you doing it, man.
I love to see my boys win, and it's like that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to see other people's win and give that, and that's supposed to be motivation. Like I want to go do that. I want to go get it. Like, and that's where I want to just everybody to get the mindset. It's a mindset thing
First.
So if you think negative, you in this environment, true. So that's why I want to get the environment, host cleanups and stuff like that. And, the non-for-profit or working with Roswell gets me in a place of wanting to host my own non-for-profit or have my own to actually help with the community, like build it up, do like financial literacy classes.
Yeah.
Like just everybody is struggling right now. And for everybody to have a smile on their face, like everything's okay.
It's like rare, bro.
Yeah, like we all saying the same bills. We all doing the same struggle. Like, why?
Yep. Everybody got some shit going on.
Exactly. So I try to uplift everybody. If you down, some of my friends just called me today talking about, I don't know if I could do this, bro. I'm like, you got this. Keep God first, number one. Because he's the only one that know your struggles. Go to him with everything. Because as men, we don't have the space to talk about our feelings or to open up about how we feel. It's just, I got to do this. I got to do this regardless. Fuck how you feel, regardless. But there are people just like you going through this and just try to uplift it. For real, for real.
Yeah, man.
So speaking of on that subject, I'm sure you go through your trials and tribulations through this process of entrepreneurship and community work and all that. You were talking about you motivating your friends. How do you stay motivated? What motivates you? On those days where you might wake up and you're like, man, I don't want to do this shit today. I'm tired or whatever's going on, How do you stay motivated?
Like Josh always say, discipline. You always you're gonna have to have discipline over motivation, because motivation not gonna always be there. So discipline, and then I always think to myself, it's bigger than me.
That's the only way to get through it sometimes, bro.
That's a humble way of looking at it too, which is
bigger
good.
than me. So whatever, I keep God first, pray, and keep him,
Yeah, man. So, another question on the topic before we move to future plans. So, putting yourself in a position to where you're making these effects, what does a day-to-day look like for you? You wake up, like what's your routine like?
Okay. I start my day at 5 a.m.
Every day?
Every day. I have to.
Man, that's a secret right there.
I got to.
That's a secret.
I read this book called The 5 a.m. Club. It's like you to take or have your little extra days or extra moments to do what you want. You have to get up earlier.
Yep.
You're going to have to.
Yep.
And take the day by storm. So I get up at 5 a.m. I stretch. I'm trying to get in the gym.
Come on,
bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in the gym. I've lost a whole bunch of weight.
You did. Honestly, that's the smoking too.
Yeah.
So props to you. But you know where I be. Continue.
Yes, sir. You already know. But 5 a.m., I get up, meditate, stretch, because my body is not like it used to. after that, probably like 5, 6, I read, pray. I work at 7 a.m., so it don't give me much time, really.
Yeah.
So I just get up, do what I got to do for myself. Self-care, face cleanse, body cleanse, everything that I got to do for myself.
Correct. Not to please somebody else or look good for somebody else.
For myself.
Uh-huh.
And go interact with the world.
Yeah.
After that, it's whatever. It's community work, promotion, talking with other people, getting people connected to services and stuff like that. That's basically it.
Checking shit off the list.
Yes. Gotta get it done.
Carrying water, chopping wood, man.
Got to.
What are you reading right now?
Right now is The Men We Need.
I know about that book.
Yeah. It's a very powerful book. Basically stepping in the role that God called us for. Being a man is hard itself, but toxic masculinity is it's not good for the young people, and not able to express themselves in the right way, and be able to. And it's not just about being, I'm strong. It's about taking responsibility in your life and do what has to be done regardless, and that's where discipline come in.
Correct.
You know. So
can't spend your life blaming everyone for your failures.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people nowadays, that's the cop-out for everybody. Oh, why didn't you do this? Oh, because of this person or that person, when at the end of the day, it's up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you got to get comfortable with blaming yourself.
Correct.
For everything.
Because at the end of the day, if you don't
choice.
succeed, it's your fault.
Yes, sir. You got to get them schedule like that routine that works best for you.
Yeah, habit stacking.
Exactly.
Yep.
Starts with waking up early, bro. You would just accomplish more in a day. Even the feeling of knowing that you did more in a day than waking up at like even 8 or 9, bro. Like sometimes that shit throws me out of whack. Yeah,
learning from everybody and picking little parts. Everybody that you meet, you don't agree with everything, but you try to keep the good and just let the bad go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make it applicable to you.
Yeah. So on all these ventures that you're going through right now, do you have any upcoming big projects for your brand and anything we should be looking out for?
Right now I'm doing a lot of side missions while the legal work is on the way. So I just got into modeling.
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I'm trying to get into
Side quest king.
I love side quests.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes I forget about the main quest, but
you an anime character for real. They always got some other shit going on in their life, bro.
Like
it's never just one issue.
Yeah.
So deep.
It's just keeping myself grounded for sure. Meditation is a big thing, especially getting to know God and knowing yourself.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because a lot of people, like, when I speak to people, they be like, "Oh, I don't remember the last time I actually sat with myself and actually thought about the actions I've done or think what's going on in my life." It's so easy to be distracted nowadays. Picking up your phone, it's a lot, especially with your phone and social media. That's a big play into it because you can doom scroll, dopamine hits all the time. So
get lost.
Yeah, and it's like actually sitting there and actually having a conversation about what's going on in your life and actually getting to know yourself.
Yeah, it's like every philosopher, like every writer in the Bible, like any person God using it as an example, they always had solitude, and that was the best way to find themselves. And if we are created by God and we look in ourselves, then we're getting closer to God, and that's literally how that shit works. So you sit, you plot, you plan. In 5 years, this says if, but we're not going to say if. After 5 years of success, how would you, like, if you're looking at what changes would you make now in order to guarantee that success in 5 years? If you were looking back and ask yourself, okay, what changes would you make to come to this point now? What would they be?
I'd say more discipline.
More.
Because I slack. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking accountability. I slack. I do a lot of things that I'm not supposed to. Everybody does, but taking that accountability and actually put it into work and actually like I need to do this. I need to do this. Make a checklist, and it's like a lot of stuff. I could stop all the side missions. I can say that right now.
Yeah.
I should just stick to the plan and just get it done. Because I see a lot of my brothers, they love to party and stuff like that and everything like that. And it's like we actually have to sit down and talk and get a community going. Like you supposed to sit with your boys and like you doing this wrong or you doing this wrong. And I don't want to just be successful by myself. I want to bring everybody with me, especially especially your brothers.
Yeah.
You know? So right now in 5 years it's to go. I really just need to lock in more than I am. I'm locked in because I'm just having fun. Right now I'm just having fun and just living life. But to be looking at myself in 5 years, Josh or Dutch, wherever, it don't matter. You just need to lock in and actually do what you need to do to make the life that you want. For real.
Are there any collaborations or partnerships that you're looking for or want to work with specifically to be able to expand your brand? Like, is there a message or is, an intent behind your brand that you want to make clear?
Yeah, I don't want it to be just like a clothing brand. I want it to be more like self-development because I want to do financial literacy classes, like working on people's mental health, connecting with therapists, and where I've learned and doing the community health work, we can outsource. Why go out and do it yourself where it's people here already doing your work or doing the work that you want? Bring them in and collaborate that way. We don't have to go out and branch out. We have everything we need here in the community. So I think financial literacy classes would be amazing. Mental health, going to therapy, physical with Josh, and that's definitely I want to connect with. Get some stuff going. Because
You already know, man. I'm ready whenever.
Yes, sir. But say the 4 pillars. I say mentally, physically, emotionally, and
spiritual.
Yeah, spiritually for sure.
I mean, you could say financial too. The 5.
Yeah, that come with the financial literacy. Yeah, because people don't know how to handle money, and I say for myself too. I like to spend carelessly just because I have it. Or
it's a relationship.
It's one of the things they don't teach in public schools.
Yeah,
well, it promotes independence. If you know how to manage your money, you don't need a system.
They need to keep the projects full, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's called projects. Yeah,
Exactly.
You're just throwing stuff in there.
Yeah, because they don't teach you in school how to save. They don't teach you
They don't even
nothing
teach you
about
about
economics.
credit.
They teach you math, but they don't teach you how to apply it in your life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't even teach you how to file your own taxes.
Correct.
Right.
So it's
But
like
they teach you how to send a letter.
exactly. Come on.
Yeah.
So
So, give your honest opinion, because again, you see both sides. That's something I can relate with too. You see we could see an unhealthy side and a healthy side. What is the state of everything right now? Like, how would you describe it? What is your anecdotal experience with what you see on a day-to-day? How would you classify the system we're going through right now?
we're going through a change right now. Everybody's mind shifting for the better and for good, especially with the government. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years, honestly. So it's just making sure, even regardless if we don't know what's going on in the next couple years, with everything going on with the wars, rumors, all this stuff, making sure right now that we're building towards something, because when we get there, we know what to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm trying to be at, like, give the tools that we need to succeed, and that's with everybody.
Yeah.
It's really, it starts with you. So if you want to be people always talk about their environment and how it sucks. I'm like, are you going to stand up and be a part of the change?
Mm-hmm.
Because it starts
Or
with you.
you're just going to keep complaining
Exactly.
of what's happening.
Exactly. So that's where I guess I want to come in and just start. Because if nobody starts,
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Yeah. So on that note, what role do you see young people, you know, the younger generation, playing in this movement that you want to build about financial literacy, you know, mental health, and all that? Because that's the future.
Mm-hmm. They are the future, actually. Because when, you know, they have teachers are telling us that you need to do this, or this is how it's going to be in a couple years, or they're saying, oh, excuse me, but well, yeah, so I just got to download.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so
the young people, like, how do you see them affecting what you're trying to do?
I see them being the part, being there. That's where the party promotion is. They love to party,
Mm-hmm.
but actually doing the things that they like to do. You know, because you can't inspire everybody. But if they see their friend doing it,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, okay, maybe I'll give this a try.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth. Definitely influence.
Well, breaking that cycle, like you said, making this per se look cool and digestible.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, you know, like you said, going like I said, I grew up in Puerto Rico, bro. Going to a party was guaranteed somebody getting shot or stabbed, and that's what I grew up on, you know. But it gets to a certain point where you're like, man, I would like to go to a social event where there's no violence, you know, where I could just be my goofy self and enjoy myself. Like I used to like playing dominoes and stuff, you know. Like I want to go to places where things that I can relate to are happening, and not have to worry about that violent aspect, especially with men, because in the male community it's a bigger thing, especially when you're in a party and there's drinks and there's females, you know. Like it's good to be in a place where you knowing how to act and the people that are around you know how to act can rub off on some younger minds, you know, because it's a lack at home. You know, growing in the projects, a lot of kids, they don't have that structure at home of a mother and a father. I grew up with both of my parents. I know you did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you did.
Have not,
but it's a big difference. You know, I saw my nephew, for example. He grew up without his father around. And it's a complete different mindset when you have, whether it's a woman or a man, playing both roles. You know, there's things that a woman can't relate to, and there's things that a man can't relate to. And any child, male or female, you know. So you know, bringing this and maybe looking, you know, having younger kids look at you as that, not so much father figure, but a male face, a male presence that they can look up to and respect, you know, and listen to. Because that's the thing with the younger generation nowadays, to catch their attention or to have them look at you as somebody whose words carry weight. It's hard because there's so many distractions, and being a punk is so easy, you know. And it's the norm, it's the trend, you know. It's what everybody follows. So, you know, it's refreshing seeing guys like you guys. I was telling you before the episode started that are breaking that mold, you know, are stepping out of all we know and all we're comfortable around to try to show people, hey, you know, we could be something else besides prisoners or rappers or athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And it only goes so far.
Yeah.
It only goes so far. They can cut the
Has
cord
a
on
short
your
shelf
ticket.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can cut the cord. We don't want you to play no more. We don't want to sponsor you
Exactly.
anymore. So what are you going to do after that?
Yeah.
You don't have anything to fall back on.
Yeah.
So that's where I want it. It's okay. And it's like, you don't have to go to college, but you got to do something. Go get a trade.
Yeah.
Trade school is where it's at. We're going to need what they said on the news. It's going to be like 100,000 plumbers and electricians in 2027 or 2029.
Yeah.
That's money.
Mm-hmm.
That's money. It's okay to go get a 9 to 5, because that 9 to 5 gets you things that a drug dealer it's flashy right now, but guess what? You're risking your life. It only ends two places, what my mama already say. dead or in jail.
Yeah.
So
Peace of mind is priceless.
for sure.
Yeah. So this is kind of a two-part question.
Mm.
Even just based on the surface level, like when you go out and enjoy yourself, right? What are some things you would change in the scene now? Like when you go to certain bars or certain events, certain pop-ups, like what do you see? What do you like? What would you change?
The music.
The music?
I'm tired of hearing all that rap. And, I mean, I love rap. That's where it came from. But
I think we like conscious rap nowadays,
yeah,
right?
conscious rap. And it's not even like definitely music, but it's not like we don't have to glorify shooting everybody. Yeah, money this, money that. Just
Bitches and hoes.
yeah,
like,
all that. It's cool to an extent to turn up.
Mhm.
That's it. But that influence, and that's what people like look up to nowadays.
Yeah.
So I say music, and I say the venues right now.
Uh-huh.
For the black community, we're in the hood. We can clean it up a little bit.
Correct.
Definitely clean it up a little bit and do a little more upscale. Do like a cocktail party or
Mhm.
something. Do something different
Yeah.
than just going out shaking ass.
Yeah.
And that doesn't.
Almost like require people to conduct themselves a certain way before you step out, and don't bring that shit in here, because we're just not going to let it. And then you're going to be stuck in a house and drive yourself crazy. So you're forced to make a change.
Exactly.
Yeah. So second part to this question. If you had one thing to take away from the whole conversation, any point of it, whether it be your brand or whether it be your community work, if there was one thing to take away from the conversation, what would it be?
I need to learn how to speak clearly, and I have a lot of inner work to do. It's kind of because I have like ADHD, and I think I might be on the spectrum, and not who knows.
We all are at a certain point,
at some point, but
it's a spectrum for a reason.
Yeah, but
You know,
be able to talk and actually communicate what I'm saying in my head, because what I say might not be what I'm thinking. So actually taking the time out and actually be clear and intentional with what I'm saying.
yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a little adjustment for all of us here at the podcast. I know with me it was a big deal because, like you said, you think about everything. You got so much to say, and then the mic's in front of you. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
what? You know.
do kind of freeze, but it's like, who really would have thought we would have been here sharing it?
Bro, this was
Yeah.
a joke that we joked about for years. This
Right.
podcast thing. We used to, watch football and basketball and sports, smoke a little.
Not a little.
Yeah, a lot. Laugh a lot. We were like, oh, man, we should do a podcast. This shit's hilarious, And then one thing led to the other, and here we are.
I feel like it shifted though. Like we have some humor, but like, I don't know. He's always been that way, but it's like as I've grown, like, okay, let's start adding some value to these conversations too, because I think that's important too. Because I want to keep learning. I mean, I don't know everything. I feel like that's the key. Like you said, the key is to keep learning. And
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So could you just clarify what your brand is? So it's called Grandiose.
Called Grandiose, yes.
Grandiose. It's a clothing brand.
It's a clothing brand now, but I
Okay.
want it to mean more than that.
So could you talk about like what you have so far in terms of a line? Like so it's a clothing line,
It's
or
a clothing line, yes.
yeah. So like I guess if you could describe it, like what does it look like? Who wears it?
Everybody wears it. People that want to make a change and live a life that they always wanted to, wears it. If you want to make that change today, make that change today and put on Grandiose.
Sound like Trey. That's something.
Saying,
Yeah, that's why we fuck with Trey too, because I mean, he literally, he has that mindset
Yo,
too.
exactly. I wear this like designer, and I wear
Yeah.
all my brother's stuff like designer because it is designer.
Yeah,
So I love supporting my brothers. I love seeing y'all doing big things. I love to see everybody doing big things because that's where I come from. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean too, because it's like even regular clothing brands now, like anyone that really comes up, if it's just clothes, I mean, anybody can, just wear that shit. It really has to be a movement. It has to be different. It has to be more
meaningful.
It has to be meaningful, and it has to be intentional too. So you could definitely tell it stems from your work since you've been 13, just dealing with people, and there's a bigger message to it, and that's why it's gonna flourish, bro. And I got your back. I'm gonna rock your shit too. Not many brands I wear. This will probably be the second or third brand of, even locally, because I know you personally. I know your intentions, so therefore it's easy to support. Right.
Yeah, the best way to support is spend some money on the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I get your stuff?
My shipment will be in September. I just got the logo made a couple weeks ago. So I looked at a manufacturer and everything like that. So our clothes will be probably in the middle of September.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one
so
of
fall
each.
season, like
Definitely
are you
fall
dropping
season.
it? Are you dropping it in collections or like all at once, select sizes? How are you doing it? Like whole photo shoots? What's the vision?
So I definitely want to do like a luxury brand.
Uh-huh.
Or like living life grand and stuff like that. It's gonna definitely do fall colors.
Yeah.
For sure. Got like the gold, black trim.
How did I know it was gonna be gold, bro?
No, man.
Yeah.
But definitely, I want to do scarves, hats, beanies. Just do like a fall collection for sure.
A few tote bags. I can use a good tote bag.
Yeah, grand bag. Everybody around with grand
That's
bags.
what's
I love it. So I can't wait. I'm like watching you guys. You guys motivate me to do these things. So it's like
We appreciate it, bro.
like Trey, you introduced me to Trey, and Trey, yes.
He's a good kid.
When we first trained together, Trey was there. Yes.
Oh shit.
crazy.
And we was all talking about doing a guy's trip to Japan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I forgot about that shit. How long ago was that? Almost a year ago?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Time
And I was like,
flies.
how do you know Trey?
You see, that's network.
For
you.
months. I was like, bro, how'd you meet Trey?
So-
Damn, that's crazy. That goes to show you, it's like when you put your head down at work, bro, sometimes the shit just flies by so fast. And that's how we reconnected. It was just so random. But it wasn't random, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. And now you're in places I never even,
And I just want to say, if you want to experience what life is outside, go to Bali. I'm not going to
specifically Bali.
go to Bali. They're so welcoming. The food is amazing. The culture, they're so in depth with their culture, just like Japan, but it's not as isolated because everybody is doing their own thing, head down, work, and go home and stuff like that. But everybody after work, everybody going to go grab a beer at the bar, everybody talking and networking and just doing some stuff like that. And I love the party scene out there. You have to, and the music is phenomenal.
I could see why you would go there, go to all these places, come back, and you're like, yo, something's got to change in this bitch.
We're
Because
doing
2
something
weeks
wrong.
ago,
I swear. I
yo,
said
what the
something.
fuck is this? I'm about to do something about this. I've had enough.
And that's where
All right,
I'm
that
at
makes
right
a lot
now,
of sense.
because it's time. It's time to wake people's minds up, and everybody. It's a community out there. It's called Black in Bali. They're basically digital nomads that just travel the world, but they settled in Bali, and now they're hosting events. They just did the Juneteenth. I was out there for Juneteenth.
Wow.
Whoa.
When I say over 500 people came to that event, and we all just celebrated. And
500 people left too.
500. When I say it was
Good.
dope.
That's awesome,
In
man.
Bali, huh?
In
Out
Bali.
of all places.
Yo, and the
The
flight.
Juneteenth event.
The flight was excruciating, but it's well worth it. I swear.
Yeah. Thank you again, bro. We appreciate
Of
it.
course.
We appreciate the support too, because you've been showing love since. We were talking about doing it,
Yeah.
so it means a lot that we're here exchanging information at this point. Time really flies by, bro.
Times do, especially when you're doing hard work.
You're doing the right thing, bro.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, don't let the bad influences take you back to your old habits.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to go back to that. You know, like I said, it's what you know. But I hope your travels and, you know, as you grow and mature, you just keep evolving, you know. Before I forget, today's episode was brought to us by Amapola Arts. Amapola Arts is a husband and wife Latino art studio celebrating Puerto Rican and Taino heritage through art. At Amapola Arts, you could take pottery, painting, or photography classes. You can join workshops or book private events, all infused with vibrant cultural traditions from the island. It's more than just making art. It's about connecting, celebrating heritage, and adding a little sazon to your creativity. Check out their upcoming classes and events at amapolaarts.com. They're located in the Kenton area at 217 Highland Parkway. Josh, because you're Josh as well, right? Josh and Josh.
I'm both.
Josh squared.
Double J.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. You know, I like, you know, I think you're like the third friend of Josh that I meet through the podcast. I met you, I met Trey, and DeMarcus. You know, all great people. You know, which are a reflection of this young man. You know, he's surrounding himself around the right people, and you are as well, because I met you through Josh. You know, so I hope you guys stay focused, both of you.
There's
you know,
no
and
other
keep
option.
doing what you're doing. You know,
No other option.
Yeah. So
We didn't get this far to get this far.
Saying,
Come on, man.
mic
Good.
drop. Psh.
good.
Literally, mic drop. That's happened like 5 times. Before we go, what's the next destination?
Lisbon. I'm going to Europe.
Nice.
I want to go to Europe. I want to tour. I met a lot of people. When you travel, I say you meet a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
with like-minded individuals and everything like that. But life connections. I met my one friend, James and Bailey, in Japan, and we've been connecting. And I'm going to go see them guys. I'm going to go see. It's been a year. I miss you, boys.
Yeah. It's deeper than pen pals, bro.
That's
awesome. All
Well,
right.
Everyone, in the Clouds Podcast, episode 12 is out.